And 2024 is the final battle. That's going to be the big one. If you put me back in the White House, their reign will be over, and America will be a free nation once again. Our enemies are desperate to stop us because they know that we are the only ones who can stop them. They know that. You know, there's never been a movement like this in the history of our country, probably in the history of almost every country. MAGA, Make America Great Again, America First, call it whatever you want. But I will tell you, there's never been in history, look at this crowd, as far as the eye can see. We flew over. It was a beautiful sight. As far as the eye can see.
Donald Trump unironically went down to Waco, Texas for another rally as he's trying to pump up his presidential campaign there. And as you see, he's going through the litany of normal things, talking about our enemies want to stop us because they know that we can stop them. How? Stop them from doing what? And how would you exactly stop them? You know, these guys aren't pushing violent rhetoric at all through all of his posts and also his speeches there. But still, they want to set the tone. There's much that went down over this speech over the weekend. And as they started with the national anthem, think about the national anthem and the sacred nature of which from these conservatives like to talk about it and the way that they then twisted it for their own purposes here as they had this choir of January 6th defendants as a part of this song and also some interspersing of Donald Trump talking. This is their version of the national anthem that they started the event with.
To the republic for which it stands.
That's not the national anthem. Last I checked, the national anthem didn't have pauses while you let a wannabe dictator say random things in the middle of it. So, by the way, so as this went through the whole thing, that set the tone, it set the mood, in case you didn't know, the event that you were at. And in case you still didn't know, he invited folks like Ted Nugent on stage to say Ted Nugent type things.
I didn't authorize giving our military hardware to the Taliban. I want my money back. I want my money back. I didn't authorize any money to Ukraine to some homosexual weirdo. I want my money back. I want my freedom back. Hey, here's an idea. You might want to write this down. I'm a free man. Men don't give me my rights. God gives me my rights.
So eloquent from Ted Nugent there. He also tweeted about this as well because he has to make sure he catches all the attention he can for it. And he says, I didn't call him a homosexual weirdo. He is a homosexual weirdo because that's Ted Nugent, which if you want to talk about weirdos, just dig into the back of the skeletons in his closet and songs that he's written about underage girls. Just a small part about the weirdo line that he's pushing there. But still, also, Trump went after Ron DeSantis, as you could expect, which I think all of us expect as they go into this presidential potential matchup. Ron DeSantis hasn't jumped in officially yet. But Fox News did point this out, though, as the crowd, although they were under his trance, the rally did go silent after he attempted to mock DeSantis, apparently. And as he was talking about the endorsements and all the normal lines he'll go through as well. So, Jess, we got a couple more clips from this, but did you catch many moments from this and I guess the effectiveness of whether or not this is going to work out for him?
He said remix to the Star Spangled Banner. We got the Star Pledge of Spangled Allegiance from the Trump campaign. I really like all of the signs that say witch hunt because it seems like everybody there is pro witch hunt. They're like, let's do a witch hunt. There are so many signs, and you just kind of guess what they're all about. I think that's fun too. But what I really took away from this is Trump wants to feel special. He's like, there's nobody like us. Nobody like you MAGA people, this movement. We're very unique. There hasn't been anyone like us in history or abroad. It kind of sounds like they're snowflakes. You know what I mean? Isn't that the whole thing? So Trump really likes feeling special and making people feel like special little snowflakes.
And, I feel like he feels the grip loosening a little bit, so he's really trying to kick it into high gear. Some of the things he's saying, and also the way that they go about it. By the way, we've seen it in other rallies before. They ended it with this very odd, creepy type of music over the top of him, as if he's preaching in a church or something, but the music just kind of doesn't match up the same as he talks about continue to follow me, which leads us to the last SOT here, SOT 5, you guys, because afterwards, Mike Huckabee wasn't on the side of DeSantis as the crowd went silent over his attacks on old Ron. He was actually talking about loyalty, and I want you guys to think about this. This is a former politician, at least, and his daughter is still running Arkansas now. A former politician talking about loyalty, but think about the gangster style approach to this. Watch.
Said, gee, I wish he wouldn't say anything about DeSantis, leave it alone. And I understand all of that. But tonight he explained why. And it was all back, really about loyalty. Ron DeSantis wouldn't have been governor of Florida without Donald Trump's intervention. Yeah. And I think Donald Trump, like a lot of us, think that somehow loyalty matters in politics. I think it does. I think there are two virtues, loyalty and confidentiality. Be loyal to the people who helped you and learn how to keep your mouth shut. If you have information that could be hurtful to someone, be confidential if you're truly close to someone.
I think to play off of what
loyalty and keeping your damn mouth shut, or you can be sleeping with the effing fishes, Jessica.
Yeah, I don't know. It does sound kind of mobbish. It's like, you're supposed to be loyal to us. We did everything for you. It's like, what about being loyal to the people you represent? What about this being, I don't know, public service, being in public office in the United States? They're like, hey, we got you this position of power. You're our boy. You're supposed to be on our side and fall in line between our guy. That's how things work. It's really giving mob vibes. Like, be quiet, please. Stay in your place.
The layers continue to get peeled away. It's the blatant racism, which I don't think really ever got covered up that much, but then they peeled that layer off even for the veil of that in the first place. And of course, the mob talk there. I wonder if Huckabee thinks the same once Trump starts revealing the secrets of his political opponents, because I think he might.